If you go into life believing that the world is complete, well, then you must go look for a job and do whatever you got to. But if you believe that the world needs change and the world can improve, then there are many, many opportunities.
I think you're born an entrepreneur. You seem to be born with something that drives you in a direction.
We come from really humble beginnings, humble backgrounds. We come from a little farming city. People in South Africa refer to it as a dorp. We grew up in a very modest family. It was Brett, myself and an older sister, and my father and my mother. It was an amazing lifestyle growing up in the country, in the farmlands, riding a bicycle, not a care in the world. That's where it all started. Looking at what our parents did, we learned what families meant, and that's probably a good foundation of which the rest of our lives were built. In September the 10th, 1980, I was 8 years old and Brett was 5. My father passed away suddenly. I remember leaving for school and saying, "We'll see you later." And then coming home and there was one less person in the family. Brett and myself, learned to fend for ourselves far earlier because we had to. My mother was a fantastic support structure. But you miss out a father figure, and I think that gave us different life skills. We were looking after one another. We always had one another's back.
My mother had a great acumen to business. She had a great discipline to money and a great discipline to how you buy things for cash and not go into credit, and that was absolutely inbred in us. There's no doubt in my mind that my mother played a massive part in the thinking of how we do business. My second father, who was a tremendous man, a lot of lessons learned from him, how hard he worked, how diligent he was, always at work by 7:30, working Saturdays. Tragically as well, was diagnosed with cancer in July and literally passed away in December. So we've lost two fathers in our life. Both leave different impacts.
It's been difficult, yes. But I must say we had our elder sister, Shana, who unfortunately also passed away at 33, which was very tragic in our lives. I suppose that pushed us even closer together.
Mark and I were selling car radios and TVs to our teachers. I remember I had raffles from grade 8 all the way through to grade 12 twice a year for a JVC front loader with a shuttle, and all the teachers were buying, and it was pretty normal. It was a normal business, and the truth is, if it wasn't bolted down, we did sell it. We saw a gap, we would take it.
It's hard to imagine life without Brett in it. We spend a lot of time traveling together. We share an office together. We share bank accounts together. We share almost every aspect of our lives.
We are an electronic voucher distributor where we take pins over the air and we digitize products into a prepaid form, allowing the masses of the world and the unbanked people of the world the opportunity to have every single product like you and I in the urban world.
The group has a 60% share of the South African prepaid airtime market, which is significant.
80% of our business is really the independent, the rural, giving the ability to the spaza shop, to the shebeen, the mom and pop store, the cash and carry, giving them the ability to sell all products.
They buy the airtime from, say, Vodacom, and then they resell it at their points of presence at, spaza shops and petrol stations and so on. So it's a high turnover, low margin business, but done really well, and they're hard charging boys.
We worked hard. We still work hard. 18 hours a day was a common occurrence. When we were just about to form Blue Label in about 2000, we started a tradition. Every time we did a deal, we'd open a bottle of Blue and we'd write on the back of the bottle of Blue what the deal was, and we would sign it. We said, well, why don't we try register the name Blue Label? It's an aspiring brand. And everyone laughed and said, you'll never get it. We only had one complaint with the name Blue Label, and that was from Blue Label Mari biscuits. And how we settled is we promised not to bake, and they promised not to sell airtime, and that's how we settled on that one. Everyone wants their name immortalized on a bottle of Blue, and it's become a phenomenal tradition. Wherever we go in the world, wherever we want to do a deal with foreign companies, they say, we heard about your deal, we're drinking a bottle of blue. We said, game on, game on. Reset in 2000, it was logistically challenging. How do you take this physical product and get it around to everyone out there? Oh, well, we'll digitize it. Oh, it sounds simple. And that's where it becomes tricky, is when you become the icebreaker, you're the first guy in that thing. And then all of a sudden, someone says you're lucky. You know why you're lucky? And it gets back to that entrepreneurial thing, because I think what people are scared to do is fail. But failing is a learning curve. To be listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange in 2007, this year's our 10-year anniversary. Who would have thought two little boys from Delmos could have achieved something like that, which was amazing, selling airtime. 10 years into being listed, and we proudly say we're only starting, and people look at us, wow, airtime's potentially saturated, and well, guys, it's not an airtime business. We are a distribution company, a company that specializes in the ability to take product far and wide at a very cost efficient and effective way. And all these other products globally, from prepaid electricity to lotto to mobile wallets to food coupons, now can be ingested in this distribution network. South Africa alone, we sit with 150,000 different merchants we deal with. India, 200,000 merchants. Mexico, 80,000 merchants. So what we've achieved is phenomenal. The Celsi acquisition for us is really a game changer. It allows us to leverage off stuff we could never leverage before.
Prepaid airtime distributor Blue Label Telecoms will pay 5.5 billion rand for a 45% stake in mobile phone company Celsi.
I think it's very exciting times for us. We've always been sporty by nature. I remember from little kids playing soccer and cricket and anything we could do in the garden. We started to achieve some nice success. Brett and myself were captained first team rugbies and crickets, and teaches you your team's as strong as your weakest link. The success you achieve is shared by many. When you go into business, it's actually a different playing field, but it's a team sport.
That's what's great about being a captain of a team, is when you place the right people in the right position, doing the right thing, you create the best businesses in the world.
Our biggest strength is finding the right people to join our organization. I'm proud to say we probably foster entrepreneurs greater than most organizations. We give people the opportunity to fail, not succeed. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but we empower people from day one, go do your thing, and that's quite rewarding.
If there's one story to take out of our childhood, it's culture. The Blue Label culture is our culture. When you walk into the Blue Label offices, it's got a feeling. That memorabilia is actually the spirit of Blue Label. The walls talk to you. Lewis Hamilton looks at you. It all comes back to the culture. I don't think you can teach someone to give charity, to be generous. I think it's all relative to how much you do or don't give, to how much you can afford or can't afford. And sometimes it's not in money, it could be in time. We enjoy doing it and we'll continue doing it forever. And in our small way, hopefully make a big change to a lot of people's lives. And that's as great accomplishment as any business deal we've ever done. There are so many opportunities in South Africa. There's opportunities in the trouble we have, and there will be opportunities in the success we'll grow to. So my blessings to South Africa to really get through this hardship that we're going through. Let it be blessed with the success that it can be as a country and as people, because it's a special nation with special people, with special offering. I think religion has a huge part to play in definitely my success, and I think people's success. And that doesn't matter what religion you are. I really think that if you belong to a religion and you follow something greater than yourself, I think that's a great place to be. If I'm really going to be successful at the end of the day, I'm going to get my family, I'm going to get my friends, and I'm going to get Blue Label all in line with each other and absolutely clap my hands every day and enjoy every day like I do today. I'm the happiest person I think you'll ever meet, actually.